On this episode, we're talking about the top 10 Disney behaviors that should absolutely be socially accepted everywhere. Today's December 30th, 2025, and this is episode 833 of the Main Street Magic Podcast.
Jeremy and Rhonda are more than a little fond of Disney World, so they made this podcast to share it all with you. Reports and resorts, top 10 lists of all sorts, Main Street Magic's bringing it home for you.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Main Street Magic. I'm your host, Jeremy Stein, and as always, I'm joined by my lovely wife, Rhonda.
Hey guys!
If you want to be part of the community and join the conversation, get the latest theme park news, as well as live streams from the parks and resorts, head to Facebook and search for the Main Street Magic community and ask to join.
Make sure you check us out on the web at mainstmagic.com, as well as follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at mainstmagic, and on TikTok at MSM Podcast.
Planning a trip to Disneyland or Walt Disney World can be overwhelming and at times just downright frustrating. But don't worry, because Mouse Dining removes the frustration of booking Disney dining reservations, alerting you when they spot availability for your desired restaurant, date, meal, and time. Visit msmfriends.com to use this free service.
And don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can get brand new episodes every Tuesday and Friday.
Are you ready for your bucket list trip? Our trusted partner, MEI Travel, will handle the planning so you can focus on the memories. They offer free vacation planning services and have nearly 20 years of experience creating memorable vacations. Visit mainstmagic.com/travel for a fee-free, no-obligation quote today.
Well, I hope everyone had a very Merry Christmas.
Did you?
I did.
Yeah, me too.
It was wonderful. How was yours?
It was good. We had a lot of family in town for a lot of days.
All of it?
Yeah, for a lot of days, which was wonderful. No, it was. It was good. We hadn't had a large group, I feel like, in a couple of years. So
we have not.
We ate good food, had good company.
We had great food.
Yeah, we did. We had really good food.
Yeah.
It was wonderful. So now I want to say we're getting back to normal, but it doesn't
to me,
really because of the new year.
Well, kind of, because I'm back to work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, Wednesday's New Year's Eve, but we don't really do much anymore. But huge Stranger Things people. We are getting together with our best friends and going to watch the finale. And then watch the ball drop and say Happy New Year.
And then go to bed.
Yep.
And then wake up on New Year's Day and I spend all day cooking.
Yes. And we got to get Christmas out because we've got a lot of plans next week.
Yeah.
And then I would say we're back to normal. But then our daughter turns 18.
Yeah. Sheesh.
So we got a lot
Let's
going
be honest.
on.
What is normal? I like how we say, "Oh, we'll get back to normal." We don't really have a normal.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that.
Yeah, so we get back to our normal is not being normal.
Yeah,
and we will get back to that.
Well, hopefully,
when there's not holidays all shoved in between and things going on and me being sick and all that stuff. So glad that is finally behind me. But we're gonna have fun today, hopefully.
Yeah, this sounded fun when you told me.
When you go to Disney, I mean, like a lot of vacation environments, obviously, this could go for Universal, you go to the beach, you whatever you do, life is different.
Yeah.
Certain things are available to you. People act a certain way.
Correct.
Like it's different. And that's what makes the Disney bubble so wonderful. Mm-hmm. You go in there, you know what to expect. Mm-hmm. And so we're going to talk about the top 10 things we wish we could basically bring home from Disney and implement just in everyday life.
Yeah.
So we're just going to count them down, what we think is 10 all the way down to 1. Rhonda, let's start with number 10. What is it?
And I think here in a few days, because of the new year, it kind of will.
Yeah.
But ending every day with big, fireworks, fireworks, ending every day.
Yeah. How awesome would that be? And if you live near Disney, you get that.
Say, yeah.
But I think around here, like Rhonda just said, with New Year's coming, there will be fireworks in our neighborhood the day before New Year's Eve because people a lot of times will set them off to test out whatever. New Year's Eve. Leftovers. I don't know how you have leftover fireworks, but people do it on New Year's Day. We have multiple days here, whether it's legal or not on those days, doesn't really matter.
True.
Unless you're HOA lady and then you post in the Facebook community. But yeah, like imagine if every day you had the and not right outside your door. That would get annoying. But imagine if just every day you had the opportunity to go watch fireworks.
Yeah.
It'd be a wonderful way to end.
It would, but I also get curious of like the people that do live near Disney and hearing it and how.
Does that get old?
Right.
Yeah.
And if you're like annoyed or if you're like, this is kind of stupid now. Because I was telling Alex when we were walking away from Disney, when we took her and Lacey, that because we were seeing fireworks from Epcot.
Mm-hmm.
We were leaving Hollywood and she was asking about them. And I was like, apparently from what I've heard, if weather's really bad, then, and they cancel them basically, they still have to set them off.
Right.
Because, so sometimes at 3 a.m. or 4 a.m., they'll go off. So then she asked a question that I was like, I feel like I was like, Dad, gummit, I don't know. And this is something I'd have to ask a Disney person. I don't think like the internet would tell me, but she said,
the internet will tell you everything.
Well, she goes, what happens if the weather doesn't at all like let up?
I don't know.
I was like,
yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Right.
So, but
you get double the fireworks the next day.
Anyways,
you get fireworks for breakfast.
Anyways, the point is that would be fun, I think, to have fireworks every day.
Or if you just knew there was like the opportunity for your special occasions, like, and again, this would still fit. Like somebody has a birthday every day, but if on my birthday and we're not in Disney, if I had an opportunity to go somewhere and watch fireworks the night of my birthday that is near my home, that'd be super cool.
Yeah.
Like, hey, let's celebrate every single milestone. What do we have for number 9?
Having a PhotoPass photographer just magically appear.
Yeah. And I would also add to this, having it just be socially acceptable then to ask other people to take your photo. Because
I feel like in the day and world we live in now, it kind of is.
A little bit. But
like the TikToks and the people that have the selfies and the things that they're like doing and like, constantly putting everything on social.
Yeah.
I do almost feel like that, but it's not to me as pretty as what a PhotoPass photographer.
Oh, of course. Yeah. When you got a professional doing it.
Right.
But I even think of this like being home these past couple days for Christmas and on Christmas Day. And, I was like, Rhonda, make sure you take photos. And
that's
a lot.
Well, and you said, which is fine, but you said, make sure we get a picture of the four of us. And we never did.
Never did. But if you had a photographer, a PhotoPass photographer,
Correct.
they're snapping the moments,
Correct.
They're snapping the moments. Someone gives you a gift and you get up and you give them a hug, or they're opening a gift. Because that's the other thing is that, we live our lives so often through a camera lens.
Yeah.
And so you're missing the moment because you're so desperately capturing it to look at later. But the real moment is happening in front of you and is the most important one.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, or we go to the mall shopping or something with Lacey. Like, I would love to have photos of that.
Especially because she gets happy when we do that.
She's happy to be there. But Lord knows, it's like pulling teeth. Lacey, can we get a photo? And then you got to do the selfie thing. So, just imagine you're shopping in garage or whatever, and you're able to turn around and say, hey, could you get a photo of us, please? And then, boom, snap it.
Yeah.
Right? Goes right to your account, your life account or whatever it is.
My life
Instead of
account.
my Disney experience, it's just my life experience, right?
That'd be cool.
MLE. And you just, and everything just goes into there and you have that opportunity. Or same thing, I'm thinking of, just being at concerts, being at, and of course, all of this is for fun. Like, it's not like we really want a photographer planted at Target just to take a photo of us shopping with our daughter. But in those instances, it'd be so cool to be able to go to a concert and have a PhotoPass photographer there.
Yeah.
But
all of a sudden you just hit something.
Moment.
Could you imagine that if we were famous, then you would.
Oh, you would.
And that would be unfortunate.
Yes, that would be annoying.
Because they'd be like wanting to shoot everything.
All the time.
Yeah.
But same thing. I mean, again, I'm sure most people would do it, no problem. But we're walking around to say the mall or the town center. It'd be great to feel more comfortable just stopping. Hey, excuse me, sir, ma'am, whatever.
Yeah.
Could you take a photo of us real quick? Without them just being like, okay, that's kind of weird.
Or without you being like, they're going to give me my phone back,
Right. Yeah. That's when you hand it over and they're like, iPhone 17. Alrighty. And they just run. And chances are, if I have to run after them, they're getting away with the iPhone 17.
Oh my goodness.
So you think I'm catching anybody? No. I haven't ran since I was like 12. All right. How about number 8?
Overly friendly strangers being totally normal.
Yeah.
Like
you get that.
When you go to Disney and
you get that here.
Yeah.
I mean, Florida's pretty friendly. Maryland was not.
Yeah.
Not a single person when I was in Maryland that couple weeks ago. Now, to be fair, it was like freezing outside and just nobody's really happy at that point. Nobody looks at you when you pass by them.
Yeah.
Nobody gives you a nod. Nobody says hi. Nobody says good morning. Like, to have that everywhere where you're just, my dad's a good example of this, because if everyone was like my dad, then the world would be like this. Everybody would just talk to each other and share and, but you think you're waiting in line somewhere.
Right.
At Disney, it's totally normal to just strike up a conversation with the person in front of you or behind you.
Right.
It's not really weird. It's not awkward.
Right.
If you're just standing in the line at Publix and it's kind of long and you just happen to turn around. Oh, hey, where are you guys from? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's a little awkward, but it'd be nice just to be able to do that.
Yeah. But imagine, right down the road. Like,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They're like,
I know. That's what would make it super awkward. But just, hey, I'm having a birthday party. So you got cake, you're having a birthday party.
And some people do that.
Yeah, they do. But again, my dad does. Or you turn around. I was walking in a store the other day. It might have been Publix. And there were two people wearing, one person I think was in a Maryland football jersey. The other was in a Washington Commanders jersey. And they were talking to someone who worked at the store who apparently was from Maryland. These folks were from Maryland. And of course I catch on to that. No, my dad would have stopped and had a 30-minute conversation with them.
You did not?
I did not.
Good job.
And they were saying Frederick, which was near where I grew up and all that. And so, it was just funny, but to have more of that. Or, imagine being able to just go out again. I know I'll talk about birthdays a lot because I love birthdays. Walking out on my birthday with a happy birthday button.
And everybody's saying,
happy birthday, Jeremy. Happy birthday, Jeremy. How great would that be? Or you're walking through Home Depot. Oh, first visit? Hey, welcome to Home Depot. You got a first visit button. I love it. So let's make buttons just a thing, right? On your anniversary, why shouldn't you? Why on our 20th? Now, we'll be on a Disney cruise, but imagine we're home on our 20th anniversary, 20th wedding anniversry. That's big.
Yeah, it is.
Right? Unfortunately, not a lot of people stay married for 20 years anymore.
That's true.
So imagine we could just walk out. I know. Imagine we could just walk out around on our anniversary if we were home wearing a button. And we go into Publix. Oh, happy anniversary, guys. What year? Oh, 20 years? That's great. 20 years? Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, and your parents at 50. That's huge.
That'll be fun on the cruise, though, because everybody will know because of how you keep those people.
Yes.
So every night it'll be like, oh, anniversary.
I'm super excited for that. I think it's so cool that we do get to celebrate a big one in a big way.
Yeah.
Like that'll be really, really cool.
Yeah.
All right. How about number 7? I'm going to be honest. This goes on the list all because of me.
Yes. And that is background music everywhere.
Yeah.
I already have it at work for one. It was super funny because for Christmas, and I love this now, and I might just do it every, I'm going to put on winter.
I was looking some up. It just doesn't feel the same, but yeah.
So YouTube has these, if you put holiday ambiance, or I'm assuming whatever. So I have a TV in my room, and I would play usually the Weather Channel when it gets bad here in Florida for clients and stuff. And then for 2, Hallmark for usually just the holiday season. The way music comes out of the hallway, and then if I have it in my room, it just is very strange because it goes in one ear and one goes in one ear, one goes in the other, and then it jumbles around in your brain and you're like, this is weird. So it was super funny because I put the ambiance on and I thought, oh, well, there'll be nice music. Let me play that. And again, it was weird. So I just have to mute it, which is fine, but it's just so pretty. So I'm like, ooh, I can do winter. Let's see, February. I can do Valentine's.
You can always find Disney ambiance ones.
Oh, I'm sure.
Of the park or Disney background music. Like for me, I have to have sound.
Right. And I was
can't
just going
live
to
in the
say that is already for me. So like sometimes it is nice just to have like that more than like TV when you have like diners, drive-ins, and dives or the kitchen on. I'm just like, oh,
you'd rather just
I'd almost
have something
rather
like a background
little
soundtrack.
ambiance. Yes.
Yeah. And these ambiance ones are great even because I would have the music part playing and it was like Christmas songs all done in piano.
Yeah.
Or like a light jazz
Yeah.
or whatever it is. So
It was
no
wonderful.
words and stuff.
Correct.
But yeah, I think the same thing, when I get up in the morning, pretty much from the time I get up to the time to go to bed, my day is filled with some form of sound. Well, actually, the time I go to bed is still filled with sound because we have a sound machine. So, like, I need sound. But I just think, I always have to be the one to select it and to put it on, so I have to turn on, tell, I'm not going to say her name because we have one in the office and then she'll start talking back. I got to tell her to play Spotify or something, or I got to go put on a record, or, I have to create that. I would love to just be able to walk out in the morning, and when we have a morning routine built in with our Amazon Echoes, where we can just say good morning, and it turns on certain lights. It turns off our fan that we have at night, so we have kind of routine set. I'd love if one of those routines, and I could do this, I probably need to set it up.
Yeah,
it would just start background music, and so that when I walk out and I start making the coffee and I start, feeding the animals and letting them out and doing the things that I do in the morning while you're in the bathroom getting ready, I just had ambiance music on. Like that would just be wonderful for me, because the same thing. I love walking through a mall or walking through a store and you just have that music on. Now for Publix, it's a little offensive because it's music. I feel like I used to walk through Publix and they played your parents' music, right?
They have
now
music,
it's playing,
right?
But now it's playing the music that we grew up with, which means that it's old enough to be played in Publix. And I don't care for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At some point, we're going to be stepping on elevators and they're going to be playing like Pearl Jam or something and Nirvana. And I'm going to be like, hey, no. When you turn on the oldies station and they start playing stuff that you grew up listening to as a teenager, that's offensive to me. So, but yeah, I would love it because that's what we're going to do. Like, I don't know what we're doing after this, after we record exactly, but I will need music. So whether I go and flip the vinyl I was playing this morning over to the second side and put it on. But even those, I wish they could come out with, I wish somehow you could get a vinyl that could play more than like 5 or 6 songs on a side. Because I love the idea of vinyl. Like, I know it's a huge thing that's come back now.
Yeah.
And we bought a record player. Lacey listens to a vinyl every single morning she gets ready in her room. But for me, like, I go and I put a record on and side one's done in like 15 minutes. And I'm like, I gotta go flip this thing. Come on, man.
Don't they
but
have
I love
like
the idea.
expensive ones that flip itself?
Oh, I don't know. I'd probably be cheaper just to hire a local kid in the neighborhood to come over every morning. Like, hey, little Billy, listen, what are you doing in the mornings, right? Because I got to make coffee, I got to feed dogs, and this record's going to be done after 5 songs. You mind just sitting in the house and flipping it when it's time? Give you $10 every morning. How's that, little Billy? All right, let's move on to number 6.
More transportation options that just show up.
Yeah, man.
Could you imagine
How cool would
being
that
at
be?
like the town center and you want to go to like at Target Town Center? And
It's
you
in
want to
St.
go
John's Town Center up in Jacksonville. It's this huge outdoor, beautiful town center.
Yeah.
And it is large.
Yeah,
It's
it is.
very walkable.
I wonder how long. Yeah, I wonder how long.
It's a good trek from one side to the other. So like Target's on one side,
Right.
And let's say you wanted to go to lunch at I don't even know if that Cantina Laredo is
Well,
still
I just
there.
started to say Capitol
Or
Grill,
Dillard's,
all
yeah.
the things
Yep,
down
or
there,
Dillard's or something.
right?
You just hop
The
on a
Lego
monorail.
store.
Yeah, hop on a monorail and just take your way around. Maybe get
Or
on a Skyliner.
Skyliner.
Or imagine if you could walk out your front door and be picked up by a monorail or a boat or a Skyliner and just take you up to Publix. Like, come on, that would be pretty cool, right? And they're just on a schedule, and like really, it would just be more options than buses. I mean, I know obviously you can take buses everywhere. You could do Uber, or heck, let's go minivans. Like that level of minivan. I know you can do like Uber Blacks and stuff like that. But I think that would be so great. You
That'd
know,
be funny.
Or if the kids could take. I mean, imagine if the kids could get on a monorail and take it to school every day, which is like a mile from our house.
Mm-hmm. That'd be
cool.
nice.
That'd be nice. I'd like that.
Yeah.
Plus, I just love the Skyliner. Anyway, so
Yeah.
just to be able to take that in other places, to have that be a regular mode. But like you said, at the town center, at the mall, which is a large area,
Right.
It would be super cool to be able to like Skyliner monorail from one end to the other.
And any
or something
outlet,
like
you think about it.
Oh, heck yeah. the
Because
outlets
I feel
too.
like so many places have outlets.
Yeah.
So, like, you know.
Yeah, our outlets right here, the St. Augustine outlets. I mean, again, I don't know what the distance is. 'Cause
I don't
I'm
either.
awful at distances.
Yeah.
But let's say it's 1.5 miles, 2 miles from the Nike, which is on one side, all the way down to the Tommy Bahama that's on
Right.
the other side, right?
Right.
And you don't want to go get back in your car and just drive down for one store and then park, especially after the holidays. It's all nuts. So instead, you park at Nike, you walk in, look around a little bit, and then you go, I want to hit Tommy Bahamas. Oh, let's just hop on the Skyliner.
Right. Or you walk because you're like, it's long, but I need
Yeah.
to walk. And then you get down there and you're like, I don't want to walk
Right,
back.
you don't want to walk back. Oh, yeah. How many times does that happen?
Yeah.
Or you had a cinnamon roll for breakfast again. By the way,
We did it right this year.
yeah, Ashley Craft's, unofficial Disney cookbook. We have loved these cookbooks. She does them for Universal, Disney. They're amazing. And this was fourth time maybe we've done the Gaston's.
I believe
Cinnamon rolls?
third, because we did the first time with Tina.
Yep.
We did the second time with my parents. And so
Christmas
here's
morning.
what we did. Because you have to proof them a couple of times and everything, we did everything but bake them. So we put them in the refrigerator because it's raw dough. And the next morning we pulled them out and then we baked them for what it said. Well, then I thought they were done. They weren't. Baked them longer. They still weren't. It was a big old mess. So I said, this year what we're going to do is we're going to freaking bake them, because Cinnabon does the same thing.
Yeah.
You bake them and you get a box to go and then you come home.
Keep it at your house for a day or
keep it
two
up,
or whatever.
and then
you
put them
warm
in the
up.
oven. Yeah.
So let's do that.
So we did. My mother is magic. I think Lacey inherited it.
Yeah.
I looked at these Cinnabons and I'm like, they're done. And my mom's like, no, they're not. And I'm like, what? And
I was
Lacey,
all poking sticks and thermometers in them. I'm
Ditto.
like, I can't figure out if this thing is done inside.
And my
or not.
mother was like, no, it's not done. 15 more minutes. And I'm like, excuse me, what? Holy crap. Like, she's magic, because she was correct. They did cook all the way through. So we warmed them the next morning. These were fantastic. And dare I say, 1,000% better than Cinnabon.
They're the best cinnamon rolls I've ever had.
Seriously, so
They're
good.
better than the ones you get at Gaston's.
Yeah.
These are amazing.
Oh, yeah,
and again,
that's true.
when you and our messing it up the year before had nothing to do with Ashley's directions or
No.
anything, because these take a long time to make.
Yes, they do.
And yeah, they were absolutely incredible. It also, what I love about this, now I don't know, maybe Ashley has this info, I could ask her. I don't know what the cost is to make this recipe. Like if you broke down the cost of what you have to have. First of all, you have most of the stuff. You know what I mean? Like usually everybody in their pantry has flour and sugar and brown sugar, and you got butter in the fridge.
We actually
we barely had to buy
everything.
a lot. Yeah.
Except for the cream cheese, and we just needed some more stuff because Lacey's always baking now.
Yeah.
So,
But most of the stuff you have. So the
Yeah.
cost to make these are low. It makes 8 rolls that are the size of a newborn baby each.
they're huge.
And I'm not kidding when I say, and you, first of all, if you eat an entire one of these rolls, you will immediately probably go into a coma. I'm just saying, they're huge and they're so rich. They're amazing. But you could easily get 16 to 20 servings out of these rolls for like a Christmas morning. Let's just say you have a huge family Christmas morning and you're each having half a roll or a part of a roll. You've got fruit and you got some other, like these things will feed an absolute army for next to nothing in cost.
Yeah.
So go out on Amazon, look up Ashley Craft, check out her cookbooks. She has recipe books for cocktails and mocktails from parks and all kinds of stuff. I will say, most of the recipes of hers that we have done are often a bit better than they are at Disney.
Oh, 100%.
So,
she's a very
because
talented
again,
lady.
you're making everything right there fresh. It's awesome. All right. How about number 5? We have, you technically have this, but not in the same way.
Wearing a magic band to pay for everything. If you have an Apple Watch and you connect your credit card, a lot of people do not do this.
No.
But you can.
Yeah.
Everybody that has an Apple phone and you have an Apple Watch, if you connect your credit card to Apple Pay, which is a very highly recommended thing.
Very
so
secure.
You
so
don't,
much more secure than swiping and inserting cards.
Yes. So you don't get your money stolen.
Yep. Which tends to happen to us a lot.
Yes. The watch does the same thing where you can take and just, hold it up to the tap and it will pay. It is super great. Then you don't have to, if you're, not pulling your phone out or whatever, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
And anywhere that has a tap to pay, groceries, gas, Target.
Not Walmart.
How
is that possible
I don't know.
In this day and age? So Walmart doesn't have tap to pay.
I don't know.
So crazy.
Starbucks, Dutch Bros,
Pretty much everywhere but Walmart.
Literally, probably.
But I think beyond this, having a magic band to do everything, having a magic band at your front door to get into your home and that unlocks your door. Or maybe your garage. A lot of people have, of course, we open it either from our phone or inside of our vehicles at all. But, I think of having, imagine if everybody just was always wearing basically magic bands and, we have a keypad on our garage door that we can tell the girls' friends it's for them where they can come up, they could scan their magic band, get into our garage.
But let's be honest, there's so many things that is very
similar. But you know what none of those things have? Tons of designs that you can wear to accessorize with your outfit for the day. Now I know you can swap out, Apple Watch bands and stuff, but I love having this wearable wrist device that is good for everything, but doesn't have to ruin your day by notifying you of everything that's happening. That's the reason we got rid of our Apple Watches, you and I. I was tired of it vibrating every 5 seconds to alert me of an email, a text, social media, this, that. And everybody said, well, turn those notifications off. So I said, then why would I have an Apple Watch? And I got rid of it. My phone is always on me, or a clock is pretty much always in sight.
Yeah.
So all I really need is the time.
Yep.
And if and to be honest, it's so freeing not having it. Oh. Because if I don't want to be bothered, all I have to do is take my phone out of my pocket.
Yeah.
Because and I might hear it vibrate on a countertop if somebody's messaging me, but otherwise I almost forget that it's gone. I love having a magic band. I'm the type that wakes up every morning and I'm going to pick out a hat, obviously, that matches my outfit. I'm going to go with specific footwear that matches my outfit. I just like things to match in that way. And I would love to have a magic band where I could wake up today. I'm wearing a Polynesian tower shirt. I could have, I'm going to grab my Stitch magic band today, and I'm going to be able to use that for everything wherever we go. Heck, let's go ahead. It starts your car. You got the push to start stuff. What if it was just scan to start? And magic bands give you a little vibration and they light up a little bit. Maybe stuff even makes a sound. Yeah. You come into your front door and you scan your magic band and it does its little twirl with lights and says, welcome home. Come on.
Okay, why don't you patent all this?
Well, I know. You can go on Etsy and buy.
Yeah.
You can buy magic band scanners for your home that will interact with certain things. Which would be, again, instead of us having to wake up every morning and saying good morning or good night to start our routines, you just scan your magic band on your Alexa device.
You can say, hey, Disney.
Yes, you can.
For
we do
us,
have it set up that way.
I pay for that.
Yeah.
It's only like $5.
Oh, really? That costs extra to have it set up as a Hey Disney?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's $5 a year.
Is it on all of our devices or just the one? Hey Disney.
Yep. It's lit up.
Okay, so yeah, it's not responding. We've had some issues lately.
No, it's lit up. So
okay. Oh, it was waiting for me to say something.
Yeah, I'm like, it's just.
All right. This goes along a little bit. I feel like with this same type of thing, with being able to wear a magic band and just pay for stuff and easily get around. What is number 4?
Mobile ordering, or checkout literally everywhere.
Yeah.
You can mobile order, or you go to Target. And, you take and open your phone and scan it all and then just check out.
How cool would that be?
Yeah, it would be. But the mobile ordering would be better. That
and there's a lot of places that are doing this now. You can mobile order at Chick-fil-A.
A lot of people would steal things, though. I feel like.
Well, let's go back to, what was it? Let's go back to number 8, where overly friendly strangers is totally normal, right? So let's pretend we live in a world where you wouldn't have to worry about you mobile ordering at a restaurant and somebody coming in and just swiping it. But with Uber Eats and DoorDash and, you know, all these different types of things, I mean, we have this pretty much a lot with food. Like, again, you can mobile order at Chick-fil-A. You can walk in. It can be sitting somewhere ready. You can grab it. Dunkin' does it, obviously, you know. So, I really think of the checkout purpose, you know, especially here during the holidays. You go to these places. There's, you know, a lot of these stores that Lacey loves to shop at now, like the Garage and the Sephora's and these. You know, they are constantly busy. They constantly have long lines, especially a Sephora. It'd be awesome to be able to walk into Sephora, say, I need this 1 makeup, 2 makeup things. You know, I don't have to go stand in this long line. I can just mobile check out right from my phone. They'll check it at the door. All your stuff is already entered in there so that you're getting your points or, you know, your phone number stuff, like whatever. And just having that ability to do that. You know, every time we get Starbucks, we mobile order.
Yeah.
For me, most of that is because I'd have an anxiety attack trying to give them my order because it's so goofy and weird every time. Because I'll do no whipped cream, and I always get decaf, and I want like oat milk, and I like their banana cream cold foam, and I do all these weird things with it. I just don't want to have to relay that to someone verbally. So I love the idea of, but also, you know, when we're going to Disney, we get Starbucks every time on our way to Disney. Mm-hmm. We mobile order from the house. By the time we get in there, we could go through the drive-thru if we wanted, but that tends to be long. We walk in, we grab our Starbucks, we get back in the car, and we go.
Right.
Because if anybody knows me, if I'm going somewhere, when I leave my house, I want to get to my destination. I'm not a journey guy. I'm a destination guy.
Right.
So I don't want to have to walk into the Starbucks, and then there's a line out the door, and then I got to give them my goofy, dumb order, and then I got to hope they got it right, and then we got to wait for them to make it. Like, I just like to be able to go in and do that. So this is one of my favorites.
Ordering?
The idea of mobile checkout.
Yeah.
I love this so much at Disney.
Yeah.
We use it every single time now. The only thing I do hate about it is that you lose your interactions, which I don't care for.
Right.
Now, they know us at Starbucks, I feel like, near us. So usually, a lot of times, the manager there or somebody else, you know, we at least get to have a quick conversation in a sense. But I think what you miss out on is what leads us into number 3.
And that is treating cast members, or as everybody else would be considered, employees, like absolute legends.
Yeah.
And just being so kind.
Yeah. You know, I mean, we have our Be Nice to Cast Member shirts.
Yep.
It should just be nice to everyone.
Yeah.
You know, the same way that, and again, we're talking about the nice side. We're not talking about the people who, you know, I feel like go to Disney just to complain about it and complain to cast members. But there's no reason that, you know, you're at Disney, right? And you are treating cast members in a certain way. You're treating strangers in a certain way. It tends to be very friendly. You're thanking the cast members. You're calling them by name on their name tag. Why aren't we doing this everywhere?
I have.
You do a lot of
yesterday
times.
at TJ Maxx,
Yeah.
I did.
Yep.
Because I was buying a Stanley and she was talking to me and I saw her name and said it and was like, I appreciate you.
Yeah.
And
let's have, you know, we've tried to create a movement of being nice to cast members. Create one of being nice to everyone. Mm-hmm. You know, everybody at every store pretty much wears name tags for the most part, you know. Or even, you know, your server at a restaurant, they might not be wearing a name tag, but they're most likely going to come up and tell you their name.
Right.
Or the person that is seating you is going to tell you, you know, Jill will be with you in a moment or whatever.
Right.
So why not use their name? And, you know, again, these people work there to serve you, but they're not your servants.
correct.
So there's no reason to treat them that way. So
Right.
treat everybody with the same respect, kindness that you do to cast members, that you do to other guests at Disney. So same
Right.
thing, you know, when you're in that line, when you're at Publix and you're behind someone and you're a little frustrated because maybe they're buying 37 gift cards for
Oh my
everyone in their
goodness.
family.
They were.
Now
I was nice.
Yeah,
I was
you-
stressed, but I was nice.
Yeah, because we were in a little bit more of a hurry, and of course I picked the line, so I ran to get something, and you just messed me. This lady's getting 37 gift cards, and I'm just running off to get like sour cream.
I mean, seriously.
I thought you said originally she was using 37 gift cards like to pay.
No.
Like she just had a stack of gift cards.
Literally, I swear to God. I mean, how many was there? Probably.
There had to have been 20 to 25, I bet.
I think more than that.
Maybe, yeah. It was a lot of gift cards she was purchasing. Yeah. But then that's one of those where, you know, at Disney, it would be, I feel like, more common and just be like, oh, wow, you know, like almost like, what do you do? You know, because that's a person here. Maybe she's getting them for all these different, you know, grandkids and nieces and nephews and whatever. Or it could be something that's in an office environment. You know, we used to get gift cards when I worked at the credit union. We'd get, I mean, it was a very low amount because I didn't work for a very good credit union, but you know, we'd get just say a $10, $5, whatever Publix gift card every employee would get every year.
Right.
You know, so somebody had to go buy them.
Right.
A lot of times it was me. So, and when you have to go buy a certain amount of gift cards because there's so many restrictions set on them due to like money laundering and scams and all this, it's an interesting one, but I just think having that, you know, ability to just be nice to everyone.
Yes.
There's no reason not to.
Oh,
you know,
100%.
Be nice to everyone until they give you a reason not to.
Correct. And I just started to say, because there's times where, you know, people don't check their crap at the door and they work and they're just not happy or they're, you know, and then you just have to go, well, that person might have had a bad day or, you know, that person's family member might have just passed away.
Been there, done that recently,
right.
You know.
So you just kind of, you know, it's sad that they don't check it at the door, but you also just kind of go, well, you know, and then there's just people that are just miserable in life and then you just have to move on.
Yeah.
Let it go.
Let it go. All right. Number 2. I like this one.
This is funny. Posted wait times for everything.
Yeah.
Like,
here's my example, right?
Yes,
because we
this
will
is
have
great.
So often Lacey will walk out. How long until dinner? Imagine if I could say, "Hey, check the app." She opens her my Stein experience app. Yeah, my life experience app, and she goes, "Oh, dinner wait time is 37 minutes. Perfect." And then I can say, "Hey, man, I don't know. It might be a little inflated. Maybe it's 25 minutes.
Right?
I don't know.
And have a snack if you need it.
Yeah, have a snack or something. But you know, and some things do this. You know, you get on the phone. These ones always make me laugh. You know, you are the 17th caller. Okay.
Estimated wait time is.
But at times it'll just say you're the 17th caller. Well, I don't know what that means. But yeah, if you had estimated wait times for everything, even when, you know, we don't have mobile checkout and you go to Target and you're looking at the 8 lines, they got 10 people in each, and you're thinking, all right, that one's 15-minute wait, that one's 7, that one's 12, that one is, right? And again, you just bring up my life experience app. Where are we going? Okay. Oh, I'll go to this line. I'll go to you know? It'd be perfect, right? Yeah. The DMV, that would be nice. Because, again, it's like...
It doesn't say,
You go take a number, right? You go take a number. I got number 79. They're on number 46. That does me no good. I have no idea what that means.
Right. Starbucks
What's my wait time? Starbucks does?
Yeah, so when you go to order, it'll say, because even Lacey's taught me to look at it now, because sometimes we have been in a hurry, and it'll say 5 to 7 minutes, 10 to 15, or 20 to, and it, so
25 to 30 minutes when we were at the airport.
Yeah.
Remember coming back from Austin?
That
was crazy.
But just
30-minute wait at an airport?
Well, just pay attention because you can do that. Whereas, you know, like that's what she's been like, well, look and see how long it'll take.
Yeah.
And there has been, and I'm going to, you know, remind everybody about this, especially if you do get Starbucks. So, you know, again, you can be nice to the employees because when it is busy, you know, it is sad because the employees are like, you know, sorry about your wait.
Yeah.
But at the same time, especially if you're mobile ordering,
check the app.
Check the app. It shows how long it'll take.
Yeah. You know what I would have loved a posted wait time for?
What?
Getting our food at STK Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
You remember we put the order and you post the wait time is 45 minutes. Chicken breast takes a while. But we'll give that waiter still benefit of the doubt.
Uh-huh.
All right. Our number one, you don't got to worry about posted wait times, right? You wouldn't have to worry about mobile checkout. Wouldn't have to worry about any of that type of stuff. What is our number one thing that is common at Disney that should be common and acceptable in everyday life?
And that is lightning lanes for everyday life.
Yeah, man.
Emma, MLF. Wait,
Yep.
no.
My Life. You get the MLE app.
Yeah.
You get the My Life
MLE.
Experience app, and you're at the DMV, and you go up and you go pick it. I'm number 79. They're on 45. You know what? I'm bring up My Life Experience app. $17. Oh, look at that. I'm next. Perfect. Right? I mean,
Costco on a Sunday to get gas.
Getting gas. Yeah. You just
And
go,
you're
there's the
like,
lightning
holy
lane
crap.
one. I'm going to go ahead and I really don't want to give anybody ideas on this one because we really don't want a pay to play environment everywhere. But there are times.
Could you imagine though?
But what do you think every single airline does? They have lightning lanes. They're not called lightning lanes.
What is it?
Well, okay. Southwest, right?
Okay.
You pay an upgraded price to be guaranteed in groups A1 through 15 when boarding.
Oh, that's right.
It's really no different than saying, well, I'm going to pay for a first class ticket or a priority. I'm going to pay for TSA pre-check or clear. All of those are pay to play already.
Wow.
So, I'm actually surprised, and again, don't do this, that these places that do mobile order like a Starbucks, there's no extra fee on top of that, correct? It's whatever you pay in store is what you would pay on mobile order.
Right.
They could easily say mobile order, which will cut your wait time down by this amount,
right,
costs an extra $1 or $2 or whatever it may be. And people would be paying it left and right.
Yep.
We live in a very much pay to play society.
Well, I like the story recently you told about Kevin Hart and Biscoff cookies.
Oh, this is so great. I don't know how old the interview was, but Kevin Hart was being interviewed, and the guy interviewing was like, "So when's the last time that you flew commercial?" And Kevin's like kind of thinking, and the guy's like, when's the last time you had a Biscoff cookie? And Kevin Hart says, "What's a Biscoff cookie?" And the guy starts laughing, and he's like, "No, seriously, what's a Biscoff cookie?" And the guy's response, which I just thought was genius, he was like, "I would love to have the level of wealth where I don't know what a Biscoff cookie is."
Yeah.
And then even after that, Kevin was still like, "Are you going to tell me what a Biscoff cookie is? Like, what is it?" And the guy had to explain one. But yeah,
you can buy them at Costco.
Yeah. But again, that's the same thing. Now that comes to a whole other level of wealth, obviously. But, if you think about what is clear pre-check, I think it's like $150, $200 or something for a year. Mm-hmm. If you're traveling a lot, you are paying for your time, by having less of it waiting in line.
100%.
By having certain things like, you never have to remove your belt buckles or shoes or bring your laptops out of your cases.
Right.
As far as I can tell right now, the airlines just flip a coin every morning whether they're going to do that or not because there still is no consistency. Some days I'm like walking up there kicking off shoes and they look at me like I'm an idiot. Like, you don't take your shoes off. What are you doing? I don't know. I took my shoes off the last 20 flights I did or whatever.
Right.
I don't got to take them off now. Okay. But yeah, I like that. I'd pay for some lightning lanes for a few things here and there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that was fun.
That was.
I like doing these kinds. Our next episode, I know we missed last Friday. Honestly, we were busy with family. So we took the day off unannounced. So our apologies if you were looking for an episode last Friday. But you got this one. And we will have another one coming up here. Next will be a look back on our 2025 at Disney and a look ahead at 2026 and the things that we're excited about. So go ahead and hit subscribe. And you do get brand new episodes, I promise, from here on out again. I know we've had a rocky month or two. Every single Tuesday and Friday. If you go out to mainstmagic.com, you get daily dining reviews from the one and only John Self every Monday through Friday at noon. Plus, you can sign up for our email list, which we will start doing a lot with here in 2026. And finally, both Rhonda and I would be super thankful if you could please leave us a rating and review.
Because it'll help our show grow.
That's all we've got, and we'll see you real soon.
Jeremy and Rhonda are more than a little fond of Disney World, so they made this podcast to share it all with you. Reports and resorts, top 10 lists of all sorts, Main Street Magic's bringing it home for you.